Hello, welcome back to the Earle Wellbeing YouTube channel, and I am back for the second chat with the head chef, Sebastian, of the amazing Verve restaurant, which is a Michelin-starred restaurant here at the Grand Resort Bad Ragaz, here in Bad Ragaz in Switzerland. And I have to say that the food is exceptional. You know, I've been to lots of spas and had lots of spa food, but never Michelin-starred food. And that was a surprise, wasn't it, you getting your star?
Yes, that was a big surprise, yeah.
It wasn't your ambition, it just happened.
No, the ambition was we make great food with fresh ingredients, and it's have to taste. Yeah, then the tester thinks it's a one Michelin star.
It's really good. And you know, I love all the little details that we've got here. So, for example, when you come down to breakfast, you find a lot of these really cute little jars on the breakfast table, and they're great because they've got lots of different mueslis and veggies and all sorts of good things in them, and you can just grab them and go to wherever. I'm definitely going to be copying this idea for my fridge at home for my kids. But this actually came out of COVID, because in the old days you'd come down to breakfast and you'd have a big bowl of muesli or whatever, and you know, you'd spoon in your serving. But you introduced this.
Yes.
Did you during COVID?
Yes, but before we have just a la carte, as it's just we have no buffet.
Ah, okay, but this is so much better.
Yes.
And you're going to keep this?
Yes.
You're going to keep the jars?
Keep it,
I think
it's very nice, and the guests like them.
They're cute.
Yes.
They're really cute. And what's even better, of course, is what's inside. And what we're going to talk about today is bircher muesli.
Bircher muesli, ja.
Bircher muesli.
Ja.
Excuse my pronunciation, because that was invented by a Swiss doctor.
Yes.
Dr. Bircher.
Yes, of course.
And he wanted everyone to start the day really well with great ingredients.
Great ingredients, a lot of carbon,
good carbs.
Yeah, good carbs and proteins,
Yeah, a really good mix.
Yes.
And actually the basic ingredient you may know for bircher muesli, and I'll pop the recipe in the link, is always oats, isn't it? Good quality oats, which we know are a really good source of soluble fibre, so that's a good thing. But it's quite simple, isn't it? The ingredients here is quite easy to put together.
Yes.
You don't have to be a Michelin-starred chef.
No.
So mixing them, I know you use a live yogurt.
Yes.
Plain live yogurt.
Yes.
So you mix that in with the oats.
Yes. Normally, we make it. We soak it overnight.
Do you soak the oats in water?
Yes, in water overnight, and then press it. Press the water, and then after we mix it up with apple, with honey, with aronia berries, and the yogurt. Yes.
And the yogurt. Okay. Yes. So you've got your yogurt. So soak your oats overnight. Mix it with a bit of plain live yogurt or kefir.
That's also
Would you use kefir?
Yeah, also
good. My
kefir
favourite. A little bit of honey. I guess this is a local honey.
Yes, local bio honey. Yes, organic. Yeah.
Fantastic. Of course it is. And apple. So would you grate this?
Yes, with the
skin.
Yes.
Very important. Actually, what I really like about red-skinned apples, particularly during hay fever season, if you're watching this in the kind of spring or summer months, is the red skin contains a pigment called quercetin, which helps to dampen down the inflammatory response with histamine. So, and during the summer months, I would always crave making a bircher muesli. It's something that I would do with a red-skinned apple, so it was kind of instinctive. Yeah. My body was saying, oh, you need a bit of natural quercetin. So now I take tablets as well, but it's a really good tip. Yes. Okay, so before we go, I want you to tell me about these berries, because I have never heard of aronia berry. This is like looks like a little currant, really. What is an aronia berry? Is it local?
It's local, it's from Switzerland. It's not so popular like
a blueberry?
Like blueberry, yes. Okay. It's a little bit bitter and bitter, and I think when you mix it up with in a muesli with little honey, it's very nice. And also it's better when they are soaked a little bit.
Okay.
And they're a little bit.
You can soak them.
Yeah.
I looked up aronia berry, and what's really interesting about it is a bit like the hascat berry, which I've talked about before, is it's dark on the inside as well as the outside.
Yes.
So full of anthocyanins. So unlike blueberries are dark on the outside, really good, but they're quite pale on the inside. Yes. Although you were saying that your Swiss blueberries are dark on the inside.
Yes, the wild blueberries here, when you are going into the forest and keep them, it's also dark inside. Yeah. And they have a lot of color on your
Oh really, you go
clothes,
foraging and
yes.
fantastic.
Come back and make a smile and you have the violet.
But for those of us who can't get aronia berries, either dried or from the wild, you could use something like goji berry?
Yeah, goji or cranberries or
dried cranberries.
Yes, or
Brilliant.
something local.
Yeah,
Maybe.
local and seasonal, that's what we try and get.
Yes.
Brilliant, Sebastian, thank you so much. It's
Yes.
been such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
I'm actually going to take this away with me now. I really fancy it. Thank you. See you next time.